Hey, real quick before we get into this video, whether you're a longtime guitar player, a person who's always wanted to play guitar, or you just want another cool guitar, I've got a giveaway coming up before Christmas, so stay tuned for a Firefly purple Explorer style guitar. It's gonna be really cool and it could be yours. Ooh, man, it is getting cold and I am not a big fan of that. I'm a guitarist and to play, I need to get my hands warmed up, and I think I found a really good solution for that, or any kind of hand warming you might need. Today we're gonna take a look at the L1 rechargeable hand warmer. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and I'm not a big fan of the cold. My wife is, and she keeps the house, even in the summertime, at like 67, 68 degrees, which is pretty darn chilly. Sometimes I gotta wear a hoodie in my own house. Being a guitarist, it can be pretty difficult to play when your hands are cold. It's just like, you've heard of warming up. Well, warming up also pertains to actually the physical temperature around your hands, you know? And with it being so cold all the time in my place, I'm always trying to warm up my hands. Well, these right here are it's what, $43, $42.99. It's called the L1. It's from a company called Morwie, M-O-R-W-I-E. They are magnetic. They stick together. They can stick on other things that are magnetic, so they're always around. And my wife and I do walk early in the morning. It's the Outer Banks, North Carolina. We have a lot of wind and there's moisture because there's water on both sides of our, basically, a sandbar that we live on. So we walk at 6 o'clock in the morning. It can be pretty darn cold. You know what? Having something like this is great. Just warm them up, stick them in your pocket. These are black, but they also come in blue, pink, and purple. And really quick from their website, 7,000 milliamp hours times 2. So it's a total of 14,000 milliamp hour capacity. Extended battery life, providing up to 4 hours of continuous use. Magnetic design allows for individual use or combined heating as a single unit. Smooth, rounded design for comfortable carrying in clothing or pockets. And an LED display makes it easy to check battery levels or temperature. All right, well, let's take a look up close. Okay, so it comes in a pretty nondescript box. It just says Morwie and model L1. Nothing really on the box there, except for back here. It says it is the L1, battery capacity is 7,000 milliamp hours. And that's times 2 because there are 2 of them in there. Has Type-C charging, battery energy, 25.9 watt hours, and then the temperature range there. Now I got 2 sets of them, one for my wife. Of course, she got purple. Very nice, comes with a little purple lanyard and all that stuff. And 2 USBs. Manual. Now she hasn't really used hers yet, but then again, she is a polar bear, and well, the temperatures just got down below 40, so I have a feeling she's going to be using them on the morning walk. So they couldn't be simpler. You know, you got your 2 USBs, they're USB-Cs, so you charge them separately. And then, I didn't use the lanyards, but look, they're magnetic, so they stick together. And of course, you can also just stick them on your fridge or something like that, just like that. So it's always there ready for you. And they're individual, so you don't have to use them together, but you've got a battery button on there and a flame looking button that's on there. And they're pretty simple to use. So I'm just gonna press that button right there with a flame on it. And it is already warming up. Man, this thing warms up really fast. So it's telling you that it's at 27 degrees Celsius. And then if I hit, then it's up to 30 already. And if I hit this button right here, it's 79% left on this battery. And then if I hit this little flame button again, then we can choose 45 or 50 degrees. So it's heating up pretty fast. It's nice and warm already, and it's kind of got a little bit of a dip right there, so holding it in your hand is quite easy to do. That right there is where your lanyard's gonna go, and that is where the USB-C goes. All right, so this one's set to 50 degrees, and there we go, so they're both warming up. You know, as far as a guitar player goes, man, it's hard for me to play when my hands are cold, so these come in handy. And I'm sure there are tons of other uses that you could find for something like this. You know, I gotta admit, when they first approached me and said, hey, we'd like to send this to you, I was like, I mean, you know, I do get cold hands, that type of thing. But once I got them, I was like, oh, dude, I can totally, because sometimes I'll be playing downstairs and be like, man, it is freaking frigid down here. And you go to play guitar and you're just like, all right, gotta really warm these hands up, you know, that kind of stuff. Well, you know what? I was like, dude, okay. Grab these. I can just sit there for a few minutes while everything else is getting ready. You know, my Fender Tone Master Pro is loading up and everything. And by the time that happens, my hands are pretty warm, ready to go. If I need to take a break, I can take a break and keep my hands warm. Gotta love that. Not only that, they work great for taking a walk in the morning, separate or together. You know, I mean, however you want to use these things, it is pretty darn convenient. And I like the fact that they're so magnetic, I can just stick it right to a refrigerator or something like that, so I know where they are every time I go to look for them. Yeah, I just want to do a quick video today to talk about something that I wasn't really sure I would use, and then when I got it, said, oh dude, totally useful. That is the Morwie L1 long-lasting rechargeable hand warmer. And I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to my channel. So if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there and a notification bell. Click both of those. You'll get notifications when I upload new videos. Thank you once again for being here. It means the world to me that you watch this channel. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.